সোনা আমার হয়ে জীবন গড়ে রঙিন করে না বলা কথাগুলো।
Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today's makeup look is on this beautiful model I have, and we created this beautiful Bengali makeup look. This is a Bengali bridal makeup look. I know a lot of the Bengali brides wears red, but today we wanted to do something different. We wanted to bring in the blue, and this makeup is a little bit on the more dramatic side. And here is my beautiful model. She is amazing and I love her skin. She does have a little bit of spots here and there, but we can take care of that by makeup, so it's not a problem. So first thing first, I've already applied some moisturizer on her face. I'm not a person who likes too much of primer, so I always like to go with just any moisturizer that suits my client's face or model's face. It's good. And then I've already done her eyebrows. For that, I've used a darker eyeshadow color in the shade that matches the eyebrows. And now I'm prepping her lid for eyeshadow. For that, I'm using Kryolan FS45. And what I'm doing here is I'm just covering her entire lid and prepping it for the next step, which is to use the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette that I've used are from the Morphe. So it's a pretty straightforward because I pretty much, used all the colors for her eyes from Morphe. So yeah, and I'm going to be showing you the color palettes as I'm doing her eyes. So I always like to work on the crease first, and then I always like to make the outer crease a little more darker and then work my way inward. And now I'm using a little bit of more concealer. This is going to prep my eyes, prep my model's eyes for the next color. And you don't really have to do this, but I'm pretty much doing it because I want the blue to stand out. So that's the eyeshadow palette from Morphe, and this is by James Charles Palette. I know I've been a little MIA, missing in action, but it's all due to my hypothyroid. I have been diagnosed with hypothyroid, and that's the reason why I've been so lazy before, because like when you have hypothyroid, you feel like doing things but you don't have the energy to do things. And I was also kind of depressed because my health conditions were becoming really horrible. I'm still having the lumps and stuff around my neck, which is still bothering me. So once I take care of that, I'm gonna be doing my YouTube full-time like how I used to. So yeah, just bear with me, and thanks for all your patience. Now for her foundation on her face, I've used FS45 by Kryolan, and I'm using a brush. This is actually by Sephora. It's their foundation blending brush, and this is in the number 34. And I'm just using that to blend all that foundation into her skin. And for her highlight, for her under eyes, I'm using Ivory by Kryolan as well. My model here today, she's already very fair, as you can tell, because the FS45 was a perfect shade for her skin tone. So to make our highlighted areas look more lighter, I needed to use Ivory color. And I'm using the same brush to blend all that highlighted color into her face. So yeah, once my health gets better, I should be back on track doing my usual thing. I'm just finishing up my school. This is my last year, after which I will get my license for paralegal and I can work on legal field. I also have planned to go into law school, but not right now, maybe a little later. So yeah, I'm taking one step at a time. And thanks for being so patient with me and staying around with me. So to set her under eyes and also the rest of the face, I'm using Kryolan translucent powder. This translucent powder is one of the best powder I've ever used. This absorbs any kind of sweat. It doesn't oxidize, doesn't even let the foundation oxidize. And also, if a bride is crying on the day of the wedding, it absorbs the tears right away. So it's a really, really nice powder. Now for under eyes, I'm using Marc Jacob eyeliner pencil. This is in the shade Black. And for her eyeliner, I'm using Inglot 77 gel eyeliner. If your Inglot 77 gel eyeliner dries out, mix it up with a little bit of Duraline by Inglot as well. And once you mix it with the Inglot Duraline, you will see how easy it is to draw the eyeliner. I'm also bringing the eyeliner on the lower part of her eyes, making it look more dramatic and prominent. To set the bottom of her eyeliner, I'm using some eyeshadows, and I'm also going to use a highlighter color for her inner corners to make her eyes pop. Now for the glitter, for some reason it got cut off, but for the glitter glue, I've used NYX glitter glue, and then I've used my NYX Cosmetics glitter to apply all over her lid. And of course, I've already popped some lashes on. So for some reason, the glue part got cut off, but you can tell that area around the lid is where I've used my glitter glue, and then I'm patting some glitter on top of that. Now to hide her lash glue, I'm using a little bit of liquid liner by NYX Cosmetics in shade Black. And now I've used my sponge and a little bit of Kryolan Pancake in shade FS45, and I'm just basically going all over her face again to make sure that all of her face is nicely set. And I always like to use a little bit of the Kryolan Pancake because I feel it makes the makeup look more flawless and blended. Now to contour her face, I'm using Hoola Bronzer by Benefit Cosmetics. I'm just kind of giving her a little bit of that butt chin. Not really, but it looks cute sometimes. But I'm making her chin look a little smaller. Because my model, Sharmini, she already has a little bit of longer face. So we want to make it a little more roundier. More to bring her face, you know, tight together. Now for contour, I'm using the same bronzing powder, but I'm using a different brush. This is the Inglot F5FS brush, one of my favorite brush when it comes to nose contouring. Again, I'm cleaning the contour right underneath the contour using my FS45 Pancake by Kryolan. Now for her highlight, I'm using Saliha Beauty's highlighter. This is, I believe it's called Hollywood Gold, if I'm not wrong, but I will double check and I will put the name down below on the description box for you guys to have a look. And it's a beautiful color when it comes to like Desi brides. I love using this highlighter because it's not too gold, it's not too bronze, it's somewhere in the between, but it has a very nice texture to it. And I'm just slightly raising her brows, and I'm just, you know, putting a little bit of that highlighter on her brow bone. This will raise her brows nicely. I don't know, for some reason I always like a little bit of highlighter underneath the brows because I feel like it gives you that extra lift. Now to bronze a little bit more and contour a little bit more, I'm using this Give Me Sun bronzer by MAC Cosmetics. And the reason why I like to use this one a little bit because it has a little bit of the orange undertone as opposed to the Hoola bronzer. Hoola bronzer actually has a little bit of cool undertone, so that helps to bring that shadow, but here we are trying to bring the bronze look. For blush, I'm using a Mineralized Blush by MAC Cosmetics. And for lips, as you can tell, my model here, Sharmini, has a very thin upper lip, so we wanted to make her lips stand out a little bit more. So I needed to give her that extra lift with her lips. Oh my gosh, today I cannot speak for some reason. Anyways, moving on. So our look is pretty much done. We did this like slight easy bun, and the only thing I forgot to put is our topor, which is the crown. But yeah, everything else, it looks good. Now we're gonna put some tip on, and we're gonna do some alpona. I don't know why my color for my camera has just changed from warm to cool tone. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyways, I'm gonna put some tip on, and then I'm gonna draw some alpona with NYX white liner. I mean, it's a NYX liquid liner, but in shade white. And I just fast forwarded the whole thing because, you know, it can get a little tedious. But you get me. What I'm doing here is I'm just going to slightly draw a little alpona up till, you know, her brow bone. And that's it. That's the final look, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. All the description will be on the bottom at the description box for you guys to have a look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and please hit the bell icon to be notified of any updates. And I'm so sorry for being missing in action, but I promise I'll get back to it as soon as I feel better. And please pray for me so I get well soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope to see you next time on my next video. Till then, take care and have fun.